Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES, and welcome to Aigis, the episode. Yes, if you don't like the character Aigis, got a little rude information for you. Basically, the entire episode is going to consist of her, excluding this next part, because we're going to go create the ultimate weapon, which I alluded to in the previous video. Because we summoned Lucifer, and now we're going to combine him into a tiny little sword to basically make, in my opinion, the best looking weapon in the whole game. And please move. Goodness. Anyways, so we're going over to the antique shop for probably the last time, and while I'm here, I might as well grab some of those cards things, since, I don't know if you know this, but when you New Game Plus, you do lose all of your items, and let's use the Nihil Sword. You could use another Mother Ipe, which I'd actually recommend, but doesn't really matter. Lucifer's Blade is the item that we are looking for, plus 10 to all stats. Yeah. It is a little bit OP. It's basically a Mother Ipe, but for every single stat. Kinda crazy. And did I want any of these? Homunculuses could actually be very helpful in the final battle. So I'm gonna be grabbing some of them. Because for those who don't know, the final boss, he can't kill you with a one-hit kill move, and it's very scary if he does. But yeah. And what are you thinking? Just get a persona that resists like Hama and Muto. Well, doesn't actually matter, but more on that later. I'm going to buy a ton of Wand of Kings here and a bunch of other items, but I'm not going to use them. I'm going to be using them for something that I'm basically going to have to do like months later. This is basically preparation for the ultimate battle with the game's secret boss, which yes, I will be doing, but I need a lot of time to grind, and we're still working on the main game. But anyways, back to school, because we got to talk to our robo chick. Alright, I guess. What do you have in store for me today? Are we gonna go rescue more cats? I don't really know. And Johnny said, I want to be by your side. Yeah, let's level up this socialite. Now, in the beginning, I kind of called Aigis a little bit creepy, and I didn't really mean to, like, bash her necessarily. It's just, like, the way she acts in the beginning is very stalkerish. And hey, it's the old lady from before. Yo, Granny, I got a date tomorrow. But I don't know I have any money or anything, you know. Oh my, is that so, you poor dear? You're such a good boy, Kiyoshi. This advance of your allowance will be between you and me. Come on, quit. I told you not to call me Kiyoshi. That's what your title card thing says. Hey, the Cali likes his name, and apparently they're in correlation to one another. Was your name your grandma gave you? Yeah, I know. That's the 80 millionth time you've said that story. Come on, hook me up already. Dang, this guy seems to be in a rush. Oh, yes. This isn't much. Try not to spend it all at once. Yeah, see ya. Be careful, dear. Visit again soon. Dang, he ran off. What was up with that? That Kiyoshi-san. I wish to speak with him further. Oh, I guess you got a crush on someone other than my... What? That's not right. I'm joking. Anyways, Kiyoshi-san, please wait. Jeez, don't freaking come. Wait. Oh, I guess, senpai. Okay. Done wanting your pants over there? Do you know me? Doy, you're famous. You're the only blonde girl in all of Japan in our school. Everyone calls me Joe, so if you could just... I would like to ask you something, Kiyoshi-san. Is that alright? Sure? Kiyoshi-san, do you feel lonely when you're by yourself? I know what? Your grandmother said that she is lonely because she has nobody else. What is this, a lecture? Come on. Also, I'm standing on this piece of paper perfectly. No, I simply wish to know. Why don't you visit your grandmother more often? Her loneliness, if you are her relative, you may have the power to alleviate it. Nah, I'm just her grandson. I don't think that changes the fact, but I know a lecture when I hear it. Stay out of stuff that doesn't concern you, okay? Kiyoshi-san, have you ever considered what it means to live? To live? Personally, I think the bonds people have are the most important. That is what your grandmother is slowly losing. To live? Are you kidding me? No one seriously talks like that. What more do you need out of life other than to have a blast? There's a couple things, in my opinion. Having a blast, I mean, you're happy when you're having fun, right? So, heck yeah, we're happy to be alive! Woo! Alive to be happy. That's what I meant to say. So what do you say, Aigis-senpai? You wanna go out? Thank you, Kiyoshi-san. Let's go, Johnny-san. Huh, what's up with that? So you were just trying to make a fool out of me, huh? What? Then screw you! Okay, and apparently Joe or Kiyoshi just walks away. I don't know what that was about, and I can't understand Kiyoshi-san's feelings. And worse yet, I have angered him. Did I do something wrong? Yeah, I don't know. Called him Kiyoshi. That's a pretty funny answer, but no. He saw us as boyfriend and girlfriend. Boyfriend. That is a term commonly used for two people. Is something wrong with that? After all, you are a boy and my friend. Are you a boyfriend? Perhaps that was not quite properly phrased. He seems kind of embarrassed. Well, ever since I decided to live, I've been using words like why and how more frequently. The more I spend with you, the more things I discover that I cannot understand. But the reason why I'm not alive, it remains a stumbling block. Is this frustration? Yeah, I'd say so. I seem kind of perplexed, even, but at the same time I feel fortunate. Although I'm not human, I enjoy few privileges others do not. After all, I am able to be near you. It's strange how two conflicting feelings can coexist. And yeah, so I guess, she understood the word boyfriend today. So that's good. We're getting somewhere. And yes, I guess is now level 6. So that's well and good and all, but I feel kind of bad for Kiyoshi. He had his eyes set on Aigis, but I think she's more focused on someone in the dorm at the moment, if you catch my drift. Robots, robots, we are talking to a robot girl because that is what we do in Persona 3 FES towards the end of the game. And yes, today is no different. Now I need to point something out. I guess slowly, she'll not come every day, but towards the end of the game, she will literally appear every day at school, and you can talk to her, excluding Sunday, because you can't do nothing on Sundays. But yeah, just thought I'd point that out, and wait, it's that old cat lady again. What's going on? You're Kiyoshi-san's grandmother, correct? Greetings.
Oh, you're those nice students from before. Hello. You have great timing. I was just thinking about seeing you two again.
Wait, what's going on?
If you want the truth, Muley has disappeared.
Again? Well, don't worry. At least this time we have an idea where she is. Maybe.
No, that's all right. I believe that this time Muley went in search of something.
In search of something?
Yes, for a place to die. When cats perceive that their life is nearly over, they leave on their own to wait for the dead. Muley even came to say goodbye to me before she left. So I don't think I'll need you to find her anymore. I just wanted to thank you for letting us see each other one last time before the end.
Muley-san died.
Well, doodaloo.
You're not alone. I'm certain of it.
Well, of course, I'm not alone. As long as there's other people left in the world, no one can be truly alone. I'm fine as long as there are people like you around.
Miss.
Bless you, dear girl, for your kindness to an old lady. Toodaloo.
Kiyoshi-san said that people live to be happy. Was Muley-san happy? I'm sure she was, I guess. Was Muley-san grateful to have been born? Well, that's a good question, but yeah, I think she was. For what purpose was Muley-san born? Well, I can't really say. Life. Where does it originate? Where does it go? What reason does life have to exist? To live is to be connected to people, but life eventually ends. Parting seems to be a natural and inevitable aspect of life. An unavoidable end. Life is cruel. I wonder, will a day come where I must part with you forever too? I do want to live, but that's not all. That is to say, I don't want to merely become close to human. I want to be with you. What is this feeling? What do I want to do? You can sense Aigis' feelings for our character. And yes, Aigis brings up some extremely deep questions. Why do we live? For what purpose are we even alive? And will we fulfill that purpose before we die? I don't know, but I guess that's one of life's unanswered questions. I'm sorry for getting upset so suddenly. I'll be heading back. Oh, it's alright, I guess you don't need to apologize, but I guess we'll see her back at the dorm. And yeah, that's the kind of things that Persona actually makes you think about. Can't think of a lot of RPGs that actually have similar themes, and yeah, Kigo, what's going on? 1 week until the 31st, huh? I think you already know what this, but once you go into Tartarus on the 31st, you won't be able to leave until the battle is over. If we lose, there won't be a tomorrow. We won't get a rematch. So Eki was basically saying, you better prepare for the next coming week. And we are going to do that very shortly, but we must rest for tomorrow. Alright, today is Sunday. Our weapon should be available from the antique shop. So what do you say we go get it? And alright, this is maybe the last time we ever head to Polonium Mall. I pretty much have all the healing items and everything that I need. I kind of have a stockpile, but make sure that you grab some of those for the final battle, such as precious eggs and whatnot. And the weapon we've requested is ready to go. Lucifer's Blade is now in our possession. A very handy thing to grab, and I want to get some more cards though. Let's see. I want some endurance. Cup of King. That's good. We can only make 3 of those, unfortunately. I guess it's 3 more than we didn't have. And that is pretty much all of our gems. We have basically all the cards I'm going to need to do the thing that I will do very, very later. And yes, let's see the sword in action. We're going to swap out our gimlet for... Wait, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh goodness, I feel like an idiot. Because, I mean, it has to be here, but where the... Oh, there. I feel really stupid. So yes, 450 attack and 100% accuracy. This weapon is very, very useful. However, there are other weapons like it, and you don't necessarily need Lucifer. If you prefer two-handed weapons, I recommend getting that. Also, we're going to do the final selling right here. Basically, you won't be able to leave Tartarus, so make sure you sell some of your extra weapons, etc., etc. And yeah, it's just a little bit of housekeeping before it's all over. Now, there's actually not a social link to do today, but what I do recommend you do is you can actually skip an ST by going to the shrine and praying that Aigis and our protagonist get closer together, which you can and cannot do. I mean, there's really no downside to doing it. It just saves you an extra day. And yes, we're going to hope that Aigis and I become closer, even though one of us is a robot and one of us is human. Hey, we even got some yen. So all in all, that kind of worked out for the better. And yes, that's pretty much how we're going to spend our day. There's not really much we can do on Saturdays, though we can level up Aigis Monday through Saturday. And this is the final week, guys. We're almost at the end. It's hard to believe. Today is the last day of class, and you know what? I'm feeling a little bit tired today. We don't really need that much academic points, so let's be a little... Let's take some Z's, let's take a little nap, and see what happens later after school.
Let's begin, shall we? I don't have much to say, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. Are you planning on going to college after you graduate, or entering the workforce? Well, you still have another year until you graduate. It's okay if you still haven't decided. Just don't put it off for too long. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this decision is yours and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But to be honest, I'm quite confident in you. You've really matured over this last year. I'm sure you're aware of it as well. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful senior year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
I'm sorry I went off on my own. When I finally calmed down after New Year's, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and embarrassed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed. I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. You know, in the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But since I've decided to live, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. However, there is one thing I've come to understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer, and I think I can if I'm with you. So please take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with you to the end. Please. Thank you.
And I actually lied. Today, you can't actually see Aigis because she's talking to Miss Toriyumi about her future. And class is over today. This is what I like to refer to as a dead day. There is literally no social link we can do today. So if you've messed up a little bit, don't fret. There's still days you can catch up. Mostly this week, though. So, yeah, I'm cutting it a little bit close. You can technically get max social links a little bit later, but this is when I max it out. And yeah. So pretty much the only thing we can do today is just head to the dorm. Actually doing a second prayer at the shrine is kind of pointless, because the way I guess the social link works is you only have to do one ST, and if you do the one prayer, you don't have to do that ST, basically.
Hi,
And yes, hello everyone, how are you doing, Fuka? Tonight might be our last Monday. If we don't win, there won't be another. Well, that's why we're gonna win. And yeah, I guess we'll be fine. I guess. She seems pretty happy. We'll win. We have no other choice. Yeah, you're right, I guess. We have to win. Yeah. Trust me, guys, we're gonna defeat Nyx, no matter what. Oh man. The pressure's getting high. We're almost done with this game. This is probably my favorite part of the game. Just everything wrapping up and becoming complete. There's only one social link left to do. And she's almost finished. She's starting to warm up to us a little more. The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. Aigis suddenly became quiet. I'm sorry about last time. Perhaps my heart is becoming more and more like that of a human. But as a result, I've realized something. The heart and body are irreseparable. A human heart can only function normally within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with a female on any occasion before? Perhaps you gazed at the view and spoke quietly. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. It's fine, Aigis. Doesn't hurt to be a little curious, but I'm doing it right now if you think about it. I'm only shaped like a female, and besides, I'm a machine. Well, you do make a good point. Actually, I became a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human female. I was concerned that if I stayed with Johnny-san too much, it could cause a misunderstanding. Is that the case? Please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to act as a barrier to become close to female humans. Don't worry, Aigis. You're not like that at all. She's trying to convince herself. And well, I don't really know what to pick here. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter, but I'll just go with that answer. The view from this rooftop is wonderful. That must be why, when I come here after school, sometimes I find a couple alone. They might be leaning against one another or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately, it pains me to see them. I have probably come to realize that this is sort of connection I can never attain. The closer my heart becomes to that of a human, the more I realize how much sets it apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I have known this from the beginning, of course, but only recently have I realized something. I have another wish, one just as precious as my desire to live. My realization is that this second wish can never be granted. Aigis seems extremely distressed. I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. But this feeling that you are precious to me will never change, no matter what happens. Well. Yeah, Aigis' story is fairly depressing if you really think about it. Wanting to be so close to someone, but your body just won't allow you because you're not human. It's kind of sad. Aside from that, though, that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Persona 3 FES.
Oh, hey!
And next time, we complete all the social links that this game has to offer. And yeah, let's go to Tartarus. Maybe not quite yet, but yeah, I trust we're ready. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.